Hello, my name is Nicolle Groover, and I am the owner of Enlighten LLC. We are a personal development company that specializes in helping people get to where they want to be. Today, I come to you just to share just a tidbit around doubt feeders. Doubt feeders are those things that happen or people in our lives that stop us from moving forward when we come across a great idea, we have an amazing dream, and a once in a lifetime opportunity. Doubt feeders will cause us to pause and reflect and say, should I do this? And so, what we're going to do is identify the top three doubt feeders. And then we're going to discuss ways that we can navigate through those so that we don't limit our opportunity or our possibilities. When we think about doubt feeders, those top three, it is people, life situations, and our very own mind. So let's take people, for example. People can be around us and say things like, you know what? This will never work. They tell us that, you'll go broke doing this. You'll spend all your money on this idea and it simply won't work. Then you'll have others to tell us to say, this is really bad timing. Have you considered everything that you have going on? And then you have others that say, is there even a market for what you're asking people to sign up for? And as a result of that, it can stop us. It can stop us from moving forward. It can cause doubt in us and say, well, maybe they're right. But what we also have to realize is that people are often doubt feeders because once you do share your idea, next move, or the next opportunity, they are there to offer their advice and genuine concern. The problem with that is that the advice or the genuine concern often shows up or is masquerading as the limitations and the insecurities they have within themselves. And so what they do is they take these insecurities, these doubts, and they place them on you. They are manifesting what they doubt within themselves and they're placing it on you. What we have to realize is that their cautionary guidance is merely a verbal articulation of how they see themselves. And we cannot allow a grafting of someone else to be placed on us. We must graft ourselves anew and walk boldly in who we are. And then we find ourselves with those life situations that when we're sitting there and we're faced with this idea, this dream, this opportunity, life pops up and says, what about maintaining the home? What about taking care of the children and getting our sons and daughters from their practices to school, to the doctor's office? Then we also consider the days or the day-to-day needs of the home or of the family. How do I manage this with my spouse? If I'm a single parent, everything relies on me already. Can I take something else on? And then we ask ourselves, what about my present job? With my present job, I'm able to do all of these things that I need to. I take care of my house, I'm comfortable, I can get my children to and fro, and I can take care of the day-to-day needs. But when we think about comfortability, that's not what the idea, the dream, and the opportunity is about. It is about growth. It is about change, and it's about becoming the best version of yourself that you can be. And so we don't want to sit in this place of comfortable. We want to push ourselves and recognize that we are capable and deserving of more. And when we look at that, these very situations that bog and flood our mind, they begin to show up in ways that make sense, if you will. And those ways are, you start to say, is this practical? Let me be a practical individual. Does this idea, dream, and opportunity fall in the realm of practicality? Then it's also, are you being reasonable? Are you asking too much of anyone else or of yourself by venturing off into this idea? What comes with that? And then it's, Do you know you have responsibilities, right? Like, you have things that you need to take care of. Does this fall in line with you taking care of those things? And then we say, I don't know if this makes much sense for me to do this now at my age with the things that I have on my plate. And then we just say, well, why now? Why am I doing it now? What's the point of doing it now based on everything that I have going on? Why venture out now? And so life brings across these beautiful examples of how we remain reasonable and responsible and reliable, and we're adulting in the most magnificent way possible. But it does not always fit who we are meant to be just because we are good right now. And so we even have to look at our life situations in a different view, in a different vantage point. And then last but not least, the top doubt feeder of all time is your very own mind. Your mind will question you in ways that you never thought possible. And the reason why your own mind seems so real and so valid is because you know you better than anybody else on the planet. And so the limitations you will place on yourself will seem valid in every area. And we can't do that. We cannot allow our minds to take us into a place that is opposite of where we should be. So when we start to think, I must be outside my mind to think I would be any good at this, hello, you already are good at this. Otherwise, the opportunity, the idea, or the dream would have never come to you. So you are already good. Take ownership of that. Wear it like a badge. Hold on to it tight. And if you think nobody will come, they're already coming. They're already asking the questions. You just need to set up a platform, a place, an opportunity, a building, a space to say more can come. So throw that into the trash can. They will come. And then the biggest one of all, what if? What if is a dangerous question. Because what if can take you into the world of imagination, and it will construct the most defeating obstacles of your lifetime. All because you asked yourself, well, what if this happens? Well, has that ever happened? Has that ever happened to you? And if it's never happened to you, what is the likelihood that it would happen now? So let's stop asking, what if? Let's stop putting these imaginary limitations on ourselves, and let's know and understand and reconcile and believe and have faith that we are as good as we think we are. You no longer need someone else to tell you you are good. You are good all by yourself. You woke up good enough. And if you know that, believe that, feel that, preach that about yourself and share it with others. So what I want us to do is to stop feeding doubt. And when we have those naysayers, those people that come up to us and say that you just can't do this, you can't be a part of this, then I want you to say to them, watch me. There are so many people that stand on the sidelines and can critique every movement that you are making, every decision that you make. But the thing is, you're in the game and you're playing. You never win if you never move. And so for those who say you can't, it's not the right time, you're going to go broke, watch me. Step boldly into that and know that what you have to offer is like none other. And you are going to do it with 100% of your being. And those life situations that we have, those life situations that are like a deck of cards, right? When you're playing cards and you're provided with a hand, you don't know what that hand is going to deal you. You don't know what you have until you flip that hand around. And so you may not be able to change the cards, but you can certainly dictate how you play the game, and you can play it in your own way. Lend to your strengths, exercise on those strengths, and make sure that whatever you're doing, walks in alignment with who you are, from your character to your moral compass. And I promise you that those life situations that seem so daunting, how can I get my kid from one place to another? Single parents worrying about, I just don't know if I can do it alone. Guess what? You've already been doing it alone. But I promise you, if you share your information, share your idea, your opportunity, or your dream with your close-knit circle, ones that you know will support you beyond the shadow of a doubt, they will help you in those situations where it doesn't fall on you. They will be there to support you as you live out your dream, as you invent more about your idea, and as you step into your opportunity. Limit who you tell, and make sure that those that you tell are sincerely invested in you and want to see you succeed. And then next, your own mind. We have got to stop feeding fear with our minds and our what ifs. Remember that fear is false evidence appearing real, meaning that there is nothing tangible that says what you think is about to happen is going to happen. So instead of walking in fear, we are going to walk in faith. And this is not to say that fear is going to just automatically go away. Fear is always there. But what I want for us on today is to make sure that our faith is stronger than our fear. And don't let fear drive us into what if, but let faith drive us into even if. So even if I drop the ball, even if I miss a deadline, even if I don't get there on time, even if, then I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep pushing forward, because this idea, this dream, and this opportunity is too good for me to let it pass me by. I have to step into it, and I am going to do so with 100% conviction and with my entire being. I can't thank you all enough for just taking this moment and this time to walk through doubt feeders and understand that these items or these people, these life situations in our own mind do not have to dictate where we are and where we go. We have control over them all, and we are today and officially going to stop feeding doubt. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.